G'day, welcome to Rocket's Fishing Adventures. The video you're about to see is part 2 of a series that I made about a $50 budget combo challenge. If you haven't seen part 1, go back and check it out. It's where I took $50 down to my local tackle store and I bought my rod, my reel, my line and my lures, and I took them out to try and catch some fish. Part 1 was the freshwater and I went out and caught a few bass on surface. And part 2 is when I take that same combo and head into the saltwater and see what sort of fish I can catch and see how that sort of combo goes in those conditions. I'd also like to take this opportunity to thank all of you out there who have viewed my videos, subscribed and supported my challenge. Much appreciated. We also have a couple of other Aussie YouTube fishing channels that have expressed a desire to attempt this challenge as well. So I'd like to thank them and I'd encourage you to go and check out their channels because very soon they'll have challenge videos up just like this one. I'm talking about Stuart from The Hunt for Bronze, John from My Lure Box, we've got Dinger from Murray Crab Fishing, and we've got Kronky from the Fisherman's Journey. So go out and check out all of their channels and hopefully they'll have just as much luck and as much fun with their challenge as I did. Thanks again.
It's a nice chilly start to the morning today. Slowly approaching winter. I've decided it's time to try out my little $50 budget combo and lures and take it out to the salt. So today we're going to be chasing some Bream and flathead on poppers and the soft plastics that I bought from BCF with my $50. So yeah, we're going to see how it goes. Conditions aren't ideal, but as for most of us, I don't get to choose when I go fishing. You just take the opportunities that are given you. So we're going to give it a go and see how we go and see if we can do it. Rack up some more species on our $50 budget combo challenge. Okay, so nice early morning. We've got some bait skipping around on the surface and it's a little bit windier than I would like, but we can work with that. Going to start with surface lures, and as the morning progresses probably switch over to the plastics and move location a little bit. This spot is over the top of some rubble, which although I have fished plastics on successfully before, it's likely to end up with lost tackle. Oh, I've got hits on the popper already. And this is the problem with cheap mono fishing line. It might be alright for soaking a prawn off of the jetty, but for continual casting of lures, it is not good. That's what happens. Well, there's swirls underneath my lure, come on! Eat the lure! Eat the lure! Come on, eat the lure. Eat it. Eat it. Feast on it. Destroy it. That mono again. Bloody hell. Look at it. This is what I'm talking about. This is what frustrates so many beginner fishermen when they start to try and lure fish with budget combos. So I've now used my budget Jarvis Walker Aquatech 200 combo 3. This is the third time. What I'm finding today is that the line is seriously letting me down. It's getting tangles. I've lost about half my capacity because of those tangles and line breakages. The line is without a doubt the weakest link in this combination after 3 sessions. It's terrible. Lovely big shower of bait right out there. Got the lure in the general area. Oh yep, something's on. That's good. Well, I'm not sure what it is. It could be a Tailor or maybe a long tom. I have come across both species in this area. Just goes to show it pays to look at your surroundings. Keep an eye on your environment. I just noticed that bait scatter, which obviously meant that there was something under it that's pushing it around, making it nervous. So I cast into that area and made my lure look like a wounded bait fish trying to escape. And something's jumped on and thought that it looked pretty good. So now I'm giving out the giving the little $50 combo a test in the salt, and it seems to be very frustrating, but you can do it. I've just now got to land this fish. If it's a Tailor, there's a chance that it might bite me off because they have very sharp teeth and lots of them, and I've only got a light mono leader, so I'm taking it as easy as I can. I'm pretty sure, looking at the profile of the fish, that it is a Tailor. So yeah, I'm just taking it easy. It seems to that the hooks are well set away from the teeth. Yep, it is a Tailor. Hopefully you can see it there. And there it is, up on the beach. So how's that? That's a pretty good reward, isn't it? It's been a challenging start to the morning with all of the issues that I've had with the line tangling and twisting and knotting. But there's our reward. We're pretty happy with that. So there we go, there's our Tailor. Bring back in the water. See how he's gonna go. Yep, off he goes. See you, mate. So that Tailor's given me a little burst of encouragement to keep persisting. With all the drama that I've been having with the line, it was very much sapping my confidence and my will to continue. Oh, something, yes, that's good. That was more like a bream hit. That was more like a bream hit. I don't think it's a big fish, but it's a fish. I'm just letting the soft rod and the light drag do its thing. I'm not particularly worried about the fish busting me off on cover or anything like that. Biggest chance that I have is that it'll rub on a little bit of rocks down there, or if the fish has sharp teeth it might bite me off. I'm fairly sure in this instance though it's a bream, so I'm not really worried about being bitten off. But if he does manage to drag me across some rocks I might be in a little bit of trouble, but I think I'm fairly safe, so I'm just prepared to let him have a bit of a run. Wear himself out until I can bring him in, have a look at him, then send him back home. Yep, it's a little bream. Here he comes. There we go. A little bream on the $50 budget combo. So there you go. The $50 budget combo in action. All of the fish that I've caught so far, Bream, bass and Tailor, have all been on this one lure using this very challenging budget outfit. Let's send him back on his way. Oh, see you, mate. And that's what I'm talking about, the frustration levels. Cheap mono. Ah, more line down. So why do so many people try budget fishing gear and throw it in the bin? This is a prime reason. It's terrible. Lots of knots, lots of tangles, very frustrating. Okay, so we've had a change of location, a change of lure, and a change of target species. We've gone for the curly-tailed soft plastic and a jig head. I've chosen a location that has more broken ground, some sand patches between rocks, whereas before I was just over rocks, which doesn't bode well for a jig head's lifespan, just fishing over rocks. So I've caught flatties in this spot before, so we're going to see how we go. Oh, before we even start, we've got a knot. Yep. Frustration levels approaching maximum. So here we are, we're back in the car after a morning of success and frustration. Frustration with the mono line, and it's the cheap mono line, I should point out. There are good mono lines out there, I'm sure, but the mono line that comes with that outfit in the $50 price range, it might be okay for soaking a worm off a jetty or something like that, but if you're going to be doing repeated casting with lures, it's not good. It's very bad. I think I lost half of the spool today to tangles. That said, in between that frustration, I did okay. Got a couple of Bream on surface and also a good Tailor on surface, so I'm really happy with that. I left my run a little bit too late to use the soft plastics today. I spent a lot of time on the surface because it was fun and I was having success, and by the time I got the soft plastics out, the tide had gone out too far for the spot I wanted to fish and the wind had picked up substantially. So yeah, frustration and success, but yeah, another step to prove that if you want to get into fishing with lures, a $50 combo can get you started. It's not going to be a pleasant experience to the most part, and I can see why a lot of people that try lure fishing with a combo like that soon give up and write it off as a bad joke, because yeah, it is frustrating, but it can be done.